Okay, this is Charlie for Fox Generic. We have Speed.
How has your journey been like that of Pi?
Um, Many ways really. Teenage Indian boy cast into this unknown, and it was unexpected, and many challenges to face, and you kind of get past it and survive in many ways. It's been like that, and just being with that crew, being with Dao and realizing that we in many ways were going through this parallel journey, right through it in spiritual sense, in the physical sense, emotional sense. It's just been like that. It's been one long pie-like ride.
Definitely. So during production, how did you draw strength from Pi, especially during the challenging shots?
Well, here's a boy who he's not like, I mean, in many ways he is a normal boy, but he's extraordinary, and you kind of see him going through the most unbelievable challenges, through such immense pain and surviving, getting past that somehow just by believing in something greater than himself, just keeping himself sane, and if he can do it even as a fictitious character, then anybody can. And I think that's what this movie really, in many ways, is about. That every human being has it in himself or herself to get past those challenges, to just believe and continue and survive. Yeah.
Certainly. So the final shot of the film has an emotional story behind it. Can you tell us about that moment between yourself and the crew?
The final shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was
during filming. Sorry.
Oh, during filming. Oh, okay. I was on a tree after we wrapped, 2 floors high up, and we had gone through the most unbelievable journey ever, and in many ways it was over. It was the most emotional. I cried so long, and all the crew, everybody, my family was down there, and everybody was clapping, crying. It was extremely extremely emotional. Suddenly everything we did just, in many ways, not completely, but ended. That long hard journey finally was over. We made it past all of that. So much happened, in this journey, and finally, in many ways, it was over. You could finally go like this and just breathe. It was quite something.
So the relationship between Pi and Richard Parker is certainly an unexpected one. How does it change over the course of the story?
Well, initially, obviously, Pi sees Richard Parker as, a problem, or as a hazard, and obviously Richard Parker wants to eat Pi. But as it goes on, you kind of realize that there is this interconnectedness in the world, with everything, between everything, and in this case between Richard Parker and Pi, in the sense that Richard Parker needs Pi for food, for water. He needs Pi to survive, and Pi needs Richard Parker, not in the conventional sense, but in the sense that he needs. Okay, so the human beings, one very big weakness is loneliness. I don't think there are too many human beings that can survive loneliness for too long, and I think Richard Parker kind of became that companion to Pi. He kind of became the reason Pi survived. First of all, he kept him sane, and because it was less lonely, and secondly, that fear of Richard Parker, I guess, kept him alive, kept him aware of his surroundings. So then again, you are in touch with the real world in that sense, and that's what keeps you on your toes. That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you motivated. So yeah, I think Richard Parker needed Pi, and Pi needed Richard Parker, and by the end of it, just became. I think Pi really became very, 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 very close to Richard Parker, and that final scene when Richard Parker doesn't look back. Yeah, pretty bad.
Did you have to do any special training or preparation for the role?
Oh yeah, I didn't know how to swim. I didn't know how to act. I didn't know anything. I just, I was just there suddenly, just completely raw. And Davian trained me, in acting. He made me watch a bunch of movies and from the 1960s, 1970s. There was a lot of plays that I had to read and enact with him. So Also, there was yoga. Just to keep yourself calm, keep yourself going through the whole process. There was a lot of working out that needed to be done because I was a really weak kid, and this was a very physically strenuous thing, this journey. So obviously there was that. The weight gain. I need to learn how to swim. What a movie. And hold my breath. I used to be able to hold my breath for about 14 seconds, and then I had to bring it up to a minute and a half. And there was a lot that I learned. The sea skills, just survival, everything. There was so much. And obviously just being around this amazing crew, I learned so many things from all of them. They all taught me something or the other right through. Whether it was hard work, whether it was belief, whether it was just continuity, whether it was how camera works. I got to see so much that I consider myself very lucky just to be on set, and on that set. Yeah.
What do you hope people who love the book take away from the film?
Hope. I think this story, it obviously is about many things because it's so complex, but one of the things is that strength in a human being, that never-ending search to find that truth. Everybody's looking for that truth, to find that hope, to that keeps them going through these hard situations. I think everybody at some point feels hopeless, completely deserted, completely just frustrated with what's going on. There's just nothing you can really do, and you just have to believe in yourself and believe that something will come and pull you out of that. No matter, you just have to learn to let go of that, of trying to control what's going around you, trying to control life, and instead just stop trying to fight the waves and just become the waves. In many ways, you just let go and just let life carry you on.
That's wonderful. Those are all of our questions. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Great. Awesome.
Thank you.